Hey guys, Attila here from Silanda. Breaking news. The FBI has warned us that the coronavirus economic stimulus scams are at an all time high. This should be no surprise. We always talk about scams. And of course, when there's some sort of major disaster, especially at this kind of scale, we're going to start seeing a lot of scams. So, put together a little bit of a resource for you, put it on the blog, and we're also sending this out by email. But what we're starting to see is, these guys, these scammers, they're out there working from home, just like you and me, except they've been doing it a lot longer, and they are better organized and better able to rip people off than ever, especially when we're in this kind of state of fear where everyone's freaking out. They're taking advantage of that and they're winning. Unfortunately, the FBI and the Better Business Bureau have sent out notices saying that stimulus scams are at an all-time high. In fact, it's kind of funny. You see this picture over here? This check was sent to a Florida man from the stimulus relief program, right? And if he would have signed that check, they would have had access to his bank account information, and they may have been able to siphon some funds through his account illegally, of course, and that money would have been gone if he, didn't jump on that right away. So he let the local news know, and that's really good. That's a first step to go out there and make sure to make people aware in your organization and in your community. If you do get some sort of scam that comes across your inbox through your text messages, through phone calls, because they're all going to be coming in fast and hard, especially now and over the next few weeks. Now, I have a few takeaways for you. Let's kind of be honest here. So there is a stimulus relief program in place, and that way that's going to work. So we're told is that the IRS is going to look at your tax returns from 2018 and 2019, and depending on how much you filed, they're going to send out a stimulus check or do an electronic deposit into your account with some amount. Now, that can be up to $1,200 per adult and $500 per child. So let's say you file jointly. Supposedly, if you file with you and your wife, then that's $1,200 per adult. So that's $2,400. And if you have a child, $500 extra, right? But we have yet to see this. This is going to take a few weeks. This was just enacted last week. They said it's going to take about 3 weeks to come in there, and it's kind of a great little stimulus. It's better than nothing, right? I mean, other countries are doing other things. We're not going to point the fingers, but it's better than nothing, right? And it doesn't affect those of you who are on SSI, which is supplemental security income. And if you're not working at all, it's just kind of across the board. Everyone gets a check. Hopefully that's it. But back to the scams. So the scams, I put together some takeaways here for you. Number one, hang up on those robocalls. We're all getting them still. In fact, I get this weird robocall every few days in a completely different language with music playing in the background. It's pretty funny, but what are you going to do, right? So those illegal robocalls are going to keep coming in. They're pitching scam coronavirus treatments, in-home schemes, in-home testing. None of that stuff exists. Let me be clear that at this time, there is no FDA authorized home test kits for COVID-19. Doesn't exist. So if anyone tries to get you to, pick up on that call and answer and give you their information, take your information from you for any sort of in-home vaccine, anything you see online that's asking, offering an in-home vaccine, don't do it. Don't fall for it. Right. Um, you know, there's also this kind of thing that really is kind of my pet peeve, which is about fact checking. I get an email sometimes that says, "Oh, hey, did you hear that this is true?" And first thing I do is I go to Snopes, and sure enough, it says that it's not true. It's been circulating the internet for 5 years, and I send them the link, and then they get mad at me. Sorry, guys, I don't like information that is false. In fact, some information that came out on social media recently about COVID-19 was that you could either snort cocaine or drink bleach, and it would cure you of COVID-19. Well, drinking bleach might cure you of COVID-19, but it also might cure you of life. So let's not do that. Fact check. Uh, don't believe everything you hear right away. And if you really do want to know what is going on in the world, visit the federal and state government agencies' websites. Believe me, they're on it. You can go there, you can get the latest information. Don't go listening to everything you hear on social media. We're seeing a lot of scammers also right now on Amazon, eBay. They're selling those masks. They're selling what else? A whole bunch of stuff. But the idea is that you're seeing fakers up there, right? So they'll kind of like bait and switch. So the one that I saw today was somebody who was selling some masks on Amazon, but it was really a hammock listing. So that, it said that they had like 300 plus reviews, but really they didn't. And so those kind of things are being taken down as fast as they can from Amazon. But be aware, a lot of scammers are on there. Don't click on those on links that you may be getting from email that are saying, "Hey, we're selling something online. Come over here. You can get your masks." Just don't fall for it, right? So be aware of that. Scammers are on Amazon are going fast and furious right now. Email blasts are going out. Don't click on those links, especially if you're not sure where they're coming from, right? Keep yourself safe. And look out for any sort of people who are claiming to be experts, especially from the CDC, impersonating government officials and so on. The CDC website, WHO website, World Health Organization websites, they have the latest information. You don't need to respond to a phone call from someone who claims they're from there, right? And of course, lastly, one of the things that we've always seen, and this is the most despicable behavior of all, whenever there's some sort of natural disaster, right? Earthquake in Haiti, some big tidal wave, relief aid for Japan for the earthquake, all these things that happened recently, every single time the scammers come up and they want to get your money, and they're pulling at your heartstrings. They're pretending to be a charity. They're setting up fake crowdfunding sites. And they're doing a lot of kind of high pressure sales tactics to get you to make a donation, send them cash, send them a gift card, wire them money. You know what? Don't do it. There's plenty of other reputable relief organizations out there. In fact, think about some of those in your very own community. Maybe there are, places like Hawaii Food Bank that are they're experiencing some downturn in terms of donations. There's plenty of other local companies that you can work with to provide those kind of relief efforts if you do have additional resources. And I always encourage you just to do your homework and use your common sense at all times. I know this is a very frightful time. We're going to keep trying to go out and provide you with information best we can. And of course, everyone else is doing the same. Usually we have like a nice, pretty screen and all kinds of stuff, but it is what it is, and not all of us have the resources that we used to. Hopefully this will pass soon, and we're all going to hang in there. And I'm going to end this little video with the famous words that I always like to say, which is to stay safe out there. And you guys, I really mean it this time. Stay safe out there. We're here for you. And if you have any questions or you come across any weird scams that you want us to vet for you, feel free to reach out. You can always call us, email us, whatever. We're here to support you. Again, Attila, stay safe out there, and aloha.